All the Dark Bunnies are in the house today. Spiky Bits. So today we are going to talk to the team that painted this amazing model right here. So from left to right, we've got Phil, Val, and Corey, and they all worked on this bad boy right here. So I got to ask, how long did this take to paint?
Oof. What do you guys think?
I don't know if I want to tell it or not.
Yeah, right.
It was in the 60-hour realm.
So
roughly.
So what is 60 hours for you guys? Is that like a week? Is that like a month? No, it can't be a month.
Well, no.
Right.
I mean, it was divided between three of us, so I mean, we all pitched in over a couple of weeks. It wasn't all at once, so
Right.
it's definitely one of those projects that you have to chip away at. Otherwise,
Yeah,
that trim.
It will go.
That
Yes.
trim.
The trim alone.
What? You guys didn't use Sharpie markers for the trim?
Oh,
Of course we did.
Protect.
tips,
Fine
yeah.
tip.
Look, I'm pretty much a commission painter. I'm professional.
Yeah.
I'll clue you guys in later. I'll give you all a secret. So obviously you didn't all do everything on this. So how do you break up a project like this?
So the way we approached it was we essentially figured out like what the sequence of the painting is gonna have to be. We bundled a lot of things together, and then different people handled the different stages. So the first thing started with the underframe. And actually, we didn't use Sharpies, but we did use industrial spray cans for it.
Oh, I would definitely use rattle cans to start out for sure.
Essentially, like 4 different cans, 4 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Started that while that was being done. Everything was pre-shaded, the panels, and then the frame itself. And once the panels were airbrushed, then it was chipping away at the trim, while everything else was being worked on, being that frame and the weathering on it. So essentially, the labor was divided between all 3 people.
Yeah. We did a lot of the trim. I was hammering trim hardcore. You were working on some of those paneling colors, which...
Yeah, I handled mostly the airbrushing and the underframe and the weathering on it, and the guys handled the trim, blocking in all the bronze accents throughout the night on the back. So
haunted my dreams for a few days.
did it?
Just so
I don't know.
much
The
of it.
studio felt so lonely after she left us.
It did.
Well, I know when I painted my Iron Warriors army, I painted so much hazard stripes that like when I closed my eyes at night, I would still see hazard stripes. It was like I looked at the sun for too long.
Yeah.
I will never do that again.
No, she was definitely an experience.
So here's a little tighter look at this bad boy here. So tell me about some of this color here. Like, well, obviously I want to know about this marbling up here because this is how I want to make my Titans for Titanicus. It's a little bit smaller. I don't think they'll take me 60 hours, 50 hours.
Hope you have an infinity airbrush, man. A 0.5.
Yeah.
No, 0.15 is what you're gonna need for the Titanicus scale.
Yeah,
You're
no.
gonna need a smaller one.
They are definitely small. So so tell me about these colors and stuff, because I love the OSL and all the the heat effects and everything right here.
Well, the marbling, I guess, is the big thing, right? Everything. Well, the color scheme is for the Legion Storm, which is what your collection started at.
Right.
That's what you asked for to match it. So that's what we ran with, the color placement of that. The marbling effect, once we actually started painting her, I found that the panels are just way too big to leave just with basic shape, just basic highlighting kind of fades. So what I did there was I went with a two-tone approach. So I set up everything first, then I went in with an airbrush and painted the marble effect, and just the very fine lines going back and forth in that kind of spiderwebby pattern. But then what I had to do, because I really liked the sheen of it, I actually gloss coated the panels on the blues to kind of give it more depth. So
yeah, and I think you can see that from the top up here. It's very noticeable.
In some areas you're going to notice it more than on the others. Like on the side of this cannon right here, you can actually see that, or on the legs.
Yeah, it's very noticeable where the light catches it.
Yeah.
Not so much where it's like kind of deflected.
It's like 2 or 3 different gloss coats there to kind of build that sheen up, kind of build that depth in there. That's what really offsets it. Now the challenge with that is once you start blocking the rest of the trim, that's when the things get interesting because paint doesn't really catch on it because it's glossy.
Right.
So I actually had to go in on the main trim areas and matte everything down first by brush, and then only the rest of the guys were able to come in and block this stuff out.
Oh wow.
So it was a little bit of a process.
Oh yeah, definitely. So what? Like I noticed the detail over here, and you were talking about the weathering there earlier. So this, I mean, looks fantastic, and obviously, you know, you guys left all the armor plates off to make it easier to do all this. You held this in your hand for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All the armor panels were painted separately from the frame. The frame is what we really painted in one go, because again, like I said, we used industrial spray cans, like 4 different colors. Started with actually almost a corn reddish like spray can for the main rust. And then we started to build up the metallic from the opposite side, and then there's a lot of actually airbrush refining on the oranges there as well and washes. So all of that frame was being painted all in one go, and then all the armor panels separate, and then after everything was close to the finishing stage, that's when we really put everything together.
Nice.
She's just way too big to handle otherwise.
Yeah, no, you even though it detaches at the waist, you'd be hard pressed. And
that helped a lot. That's definitely helped, because if she was a solid piece, I don't know, this would be a monster to do.
So what level is this? I know you guys have like different levels of like.
This is our base. This is our adept level, which is our lower level. So we introduced another level right now, but for a long time, adept was our lowest level.
So this was your lowest level.
Yes. Well, for models like this, our lowest level right now is just for infantry. So for something like this, it's still going to be at the adept level.
Well, that kind of makes sense, just because of the sheer ridiculousness of it.
There's no way.
Have you painted anything bigger?
Anything bigger?
Yeah.
Only a few display boards.
Oh, okay.
Nothing yet, but this is the largest model on the market right now. One of the largest, right? What else is Manta and the?
I guess a Manta and Stormbird, maybe.
Stormbird, yeah.
Yeah, but definitely freestanding. Yeah, this thing's definitely the base. And Phil and Corey are more of the tactics guys. They're always out and tournaments and stuff that you guys might see if you're here on the East Coast. And we're going to talk about how competitive this thing is in Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. I bring it to every game. Every game.
6,000 points. No, but for real though, like what? Well, first of all, show us all the options here, because we've been teasing people with all these weapons in front here.
So this thing has been fully magnetized.
I know the guy that did this.
Yeah, I mean he's a cool guy, I guess. He's all right. But he did a pretty good job magnetizing these things.
I mean, you know.
So we got the missile pods. We've got this. I'll be honest, I don't know what the names of all these guns.
I think it says Titan Triple Blaster.
Tri-axis something.
Sure.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can substitute both those. Pop these off here. Get a nice rotating action going on.
Oh yeah.
Get that field of fire.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at that arc right there. It's really relevant.
It is in Titanicus.
Very relevant. Is it?
Yeah. It's a thing in Titanicus.
And then we've got the big guns here, so we'll see if we can pull this sucker off.
Now, of course, we have some videos on how to do this on the channel as well, like how to magnetize your Titan. If you're curious of how we did this.
Oh yeah. Shit. Look at that. Look at that.
Fits like a dream.
Boom. Very nice. This plasma thing is ridiculous too.
It is super heavy, in weight. It is.
Heavy,
it is its own kit. Like literally, you could drive it around the battlefield by itself.
I think we were running around our apartment or studio, shooting each other with them.
Yeah, no, this. I mean, it's just such a cool model. Now, it obviously in 40K it plays a lot different than in Titanicus, but today we're going to talk more about the 40K side of things here. Mm-hmm. So, I think once you guys go over like each of these separate weapons right here, like what they do.
Yeah, I think this is what the volcano bellicosa volcano cannon.
Very fancy.
Does that sound right? Yeah, 180 inches in case you need that.
Yes.
Macro D6. So I think the macro means it does double damage against the Titanic.
Right.
Yeah. So it's strength 30.
Mm-hmm.
In case you want to wound on twos.
What's the toughness of the Warlord itself? 18.
T16.
16. Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to hurt itself pretty well.
Yeah.
If it goes up against another one. It's -6, 12 flat damage.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
And then wound rolls of 6 made with this attack automatically inflict an additional d6 mortal wounds on the target.
Yep.
Pretty good.
So it wins every game of 40k.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Target. It's going to kill one thing really, really well.
That's just one gun.
Yeah, you got
That's
another gun
nasty.
here. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
What's the Sun Fury Annihilator do?
And the other arm, the Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator, 72-inch range.
Mm-hmm.
It's macro 2d6 shots. Strength 10, neg 4, 2d6 for damage. And then after rolling after roll a d6 after every other unit that's within 6 inches of the target unit, and on a 4-up, that unit also suffers d3 hits using the weapon's profile.
Some nice splash damage.
So yeah, a little splash damage, and
It's pretty sweet.
plasma is just the bread and butter. It just looks the coolest. It totally embodies 40k in my mind. Just plasma weapons are just so cool.
Yeah, you don't exactly see that on the battlefield these days in
No.
the IRL, so to speak.
Yes.
All right, now give me the options on the Carapace weapons here. Why would I want to take the missiles over these Gatler blasters?
yeah,
Let's
check them
see. So what is that thing? That's the dual turbo laser destructor. Does that sound right?
Yeah, no,
No.
I don't know.
It has like 50
forget.
weapons, so
It
you'll
really
forgive
does.
us for not
Yeah.
knowing which weapons are which.
And
Yeah.
this is actually all of the kits that are available for it now, currently.
So some of these weapons aren't even actually available.
Might
Right.
be this Gatling blaster.
Reaver Gatling Blaster.
I think that is it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's macro 6, 72-inch range, strength 8, neg 3, 3 damage.
Okay.
Against infantry, each successful hit roll inflicted by this weapon instead becomes 3 hits. So I guess there's your anti-horde a little bit. And then the missiles.
Yeah, the top one is the Apocalypse missile
That's
launcher.
them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 24-inch range to 360-inch range. Heavy 12 apiece, strength 7, neg 2, flat 2 damage, and it can also target units that are not visible to it.
Ah,
So it's
in
got
there,
2
right.
of those, so 24 shots.
Okay, I get you now. So let me tell you how, since I've actually played with these in the RRLs, and back when we had this game called Apocalypse,
Yeah.
everybody would bring their Titans, and this is pretty much how it went. Whoever brought the biggest Titan, everybody immediately tried to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That sounds fair. That sounds about right.
and your team would always just desert you. And what they would do is you'd be like, hey, set up some guys in front of my Titan so nobody will like get to it and can't land and assault it, and then everybody forgets and they go off and they do their own thing, and then your Titan explodes and kills everything. And that's pretty much how it always goes.
After about 10 hours of playing.
Yes, after about 10 hours of
Yeah.
playing. So,
Exhausting.
but at least you get to put it on the
Shoot
tabletop.
some cool guns.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's been my experience there. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for being in the studio here. Of course, Val is behind me; he's not in the shop. But appreciate you guys coming down to talk about
Shadow Cardinal right
The
here.
bees.
Yeah, we're all doing his bidding, I suppose. So make sure you
Bow
check
to the
out.
bunny.
What's that?
Bow to the bunny.
There you go. Speaking of Bunny, make sure you check out Dark Bunny Creatives. We'll drop a link in the comments below and also on the screen there for you to boot.